this is Merrill's Magic Kitchen Show. I wanted to show you how we cook prime rib here on the Eastern Shore of Maryland. Everybody has their own recipe on YouTube, and I'm going to try my own recipe. What you gotta do, you get this beautiful piece of prime rib, and you can buy it at your local, like an Acme store or something like that. That's actually where I got this one. It don't have to come from a butcher, because I don't know about butchers, but I just get it from Acme, because if I use all my special just for you coupons and all that stuff, I can get this puppy for like less than $5 a pound. So that's just actually what I did. It's only actually the second time I ever cooked a prime rib, so I don't know how things are going to turn out. But if you do it just right, it'll be the prettiest thing you ever had. And I actually didn't know that the prime rib is actually just sold on the holidays, so that's why I got my Santa Claus outfit on, and I just wanted to show how I'm going to do this thing. So let's go ahead and get started. I got, it's a simple recipe. You got your kosher salt, and you got your red ground pepper, you got the rosemary stuff, and this stuff's expensive too. And this thyme thing, and you got your garlic, and you got your kettle butter, and that's all you need. It's like these 5 simple ingredients, and this pretty prime rib, and we'll just put this puppy together and see what happens. So let me get back with you. Okay, now let's go ahead and get our ingredients all together. Now what you want to do is you get 2 tablespoons of the thyme, and you just put, this is a tablespoon. I tried to use a teaspoon, but apparently it don't work. But anyway, you just put your teaspoon, do I know, it's a tablespoon. And you just pour it in there. Take 2 of these things, and if you get a little bit on the counter, it don't matter, because you just swoop it up and just throw it in there, it don't matter. And then you just punch it in there like that, and then you go ahead and you get what they call this rosemary stuff. Now this stuff looks like sticks to me, but apparently, if you, what you want to do before you cook it, you put this stuff, and it comes out like sticks. I don't know why that is, but anyway, you put it in there, and you get like 2 tablespoons, and sometimes it gets stuck in there in that bottle like that, and you gotta put your finger in there to loosen it up. But what you want to do is, once you get your 2 tablespoons, and you put it in your little special bowl, you got to crunch it up, because if not, it'll be like burnt sticks on your beef, so that's not good. Who wants pieces of wooden sticks on their prime rib? So I'm just gonna go ahead and get my 2 teaspoons together and put it in my bowl, and then I'm gonna crunch it up. And then, all this stuff just fell right on the counter. But look, this is what you do. You just take your little hand here, and you scoop it up, and you just start right back in it. It don't matter. But I'm getting a little energetic, but you gotta have your little special wine for when you do one of these cooking things, because it takes a long time to cook this prime rib. So let me get a little sippy poo here. Now, I've already got my garlic cloves already chopped up. I don't know about garlic cloves, because the things are hard to do, so I just did whatever I thought was necessary. You gotta have butter. Oh my God, you gotta have this butter, because you gotta have 2 sticks of butter, and you gotta soften it. And there's a special way I'm gonna show you how to soften butter. It's pretty amazing, actually. And then we'll put their 2 tablespoons of ground pepper. You gotta have ground pepper. You can't use that old, loose pepper in a can. You gotta have the thing where you shake it up and you punch it up and stir it all around. And you gotta have the kosher salt. They say kosher salt is better than sea salt. I don't know why. I think it's all the same to me, but they say kosher salt is better than sea salt. I don't know. I just do whatever they told me to do. So let me get back at it, and I'll get back with you. Thank you. Okay, so now we get down to the part where they say you gotta soften the butter. Now this is a trick. How do you soften a bar of butter? Well, I did find out a pretty cool trick on how to soften butter. Because I never knew how to soften butter. I thought you could just buy softened butter, but no. They say you gotta buy this stick butter. And I do like Kellogg's, by the way. But anyways, so what you do is, the trick is you put this thing in your microwave for like 11 seconds. You know, some people say 10, but it's just easier to push the button twice on number 1. So that's what I do. I just push the button number 1. Do 1 1 and see how easy it is? Because you don't have to go to like 1 0. You just do 1 1 and that just does it just that fast. So let this thing cook for like 11 seconds, and then this is the trick on how to soften butter. I want to show you. It's my special trick. So you just take that butter out. Look, it's already starting to soften already. So all you gotta do is just flip it over, and then you just shut the door and do another cook time. And this time I'm just gonna do 8 seconds. 8. I love 8. Push it button, you just cook it just for another 8 seconds, and that is how you just soften the butter. And when it comes out, it's gonna be something special, because I got my pan over here, and I'm just gonna get my pan out. Oh boy, look at that. I'm telling you, that is some softened butter right there. Oh my God, it goes everywhere. Oh boy, and that is just softened butter, and you just throw it in your little pan there, and it's drippy, but that's how you get softened butter. We're gonna finish up on the pepper, and now we gotta do this kosher salt, and it says 2 teaspoons of, you don't worry about what, no, it's tablespoons. 2 tablespoons, and you don't worry about what a tablespoon is. You just keep pumping it out. My little thing is closing up on me. You just put that in there, and then you just keep going with it, and you can't hurt it. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and put our 5 ingredients together. We got our thyme. Throw that in there with your softened butter, and then you got your rosemary that I tried to chop it up. I don't know if it's chopped up enough, because, if not, you have burnt stick. But just throw it in there, it don't matter. And then you got my salt and pepper. I sort of mixed it together so it gets infused. I like the part infused. So I just throw that in there, and then I just, oh, look at that. See that softened butter? You see how it all mixed together just like that? That is something special. I'm telling you, that is special stuff for the holiday season. It's just for the holidays, make everybody feel good. So here we go. Now we're going to do the next part. Okay, thanks. All right, here comes the special part of the whole thing. I done put my garlic in with my softened butter and stirred it all up. Don't that look sweet? It's like a special recipe. So this is actually the fun part. I like of the whole deal is you get the taste and you get the color of this thing. And what you want to do actually is you want to have your kids come help you, because they'll love this part, because they'll think they're in school and painting stuff, and you put it all over it the best you can. I mean, you can't hurt it. You just put it on it. But, people have always said, you're supposed to cut the bone out of the prime rib, but, I don't have that butchered string and all that fancy stuff where you gotta cut it out. So, I don't understand why you would cut it out and then just reattach it with string. So I'll just leave it in there. Who cares? I don't know about you guys, but I don't. So just paste it all up, and just like I said, let your kids do this part, because they'll just have a blast. They think they're just painting something at school, and it's so special. And actually, with that garlic in there, it smells so good. Oh, it is special. Okay, let me get back with you when we get it done. Okay, now, I went ahead and I put the taters on it. You can have a couple extra taters. It don't matter. Who don't like taters? So, I got the thing all basted up. I got my oven at 550 degrees, and they say you cook 6 minutes per pound. Now, this puppy, it's like a 6-pound prime rib, so that'd be like, 6 times 6 is like, 36 minutes. But the whole key is, once you put it in the oven, after it cooks for 36 minutes. Now that seems like a short amount of time to cook a piece of beef, but once you get it in there, you gotta let it sit for 2 hours. 2 hours. Now, that's 2 hours. That's like 120 minutes. You gotta let it sit, because they say is don't ever open the door after you get done with your 36 minutes, because you just lose all that heat and you just ruin your beef and all that. So you gotta let it sit in the oven for 2 hours. Now, everybody's gonna be getting hungry. They said, Daddy, come on, let's get this food on the table. But the key is, you gotta let it sit for just 2 hours. Okay. This is actually the best part I like of all of it, because you get to go ahead and put this tray in that oven, and all that heat is coming out, because it's 550 degrees, so that puppy's pretty darn hard. And you gotta wear your muttons, because if you don't, it will hurt you when you try to put it in. You won't be careful, because this thing will slide on you. Because I got a bad back anyway. So there she goes. Now we're gonna see this. Oh, gotta shut that door, because we want to maintain that 550 degrees, because that's the whole key to it. So it's like, it's like 6:30 at night. Sorry to say. So 6:30 plus 2.5 hours, that'd be 6:30, 7, 8, 9. My kids are gonna be starving, and they'll be wanting to take a nap before you even get to eat this magnificent piece of prime rib for the holidays. Alright, man, like I told you, with that 550 degree heat, the smoke alarms would go off because the stove was going to start smoking. I tried to clean it out. I cleaned it out a lot. So I got to take this pillow, and this is what you do to turn the smoke alarm off. You got to start fanning it. And see that? See that? That is something special. But you got to be careful. And oh my Lord, if I have to do this for 2.5 hours, I don't know, I might have some big muscles like Sylvester Stallone. Okay, it's been a long 2 hours, 2.5 hours of this, my beautiful prime rib just to cook in. And like I said, I knew it was gonna happen with that 550 degrees. The smoke alarms were going off. The dogs were barking, they were all scared. We started unplugging fans and putting in fans, then we lost our cable, then we had no TV. Oh man, but let's see what we got. This is the unveiling. Oh mercy. Oh boy, look at that. I don't know about them taters. They turn black. Got a little crispy seeds on the side, but it's a beautiful piece of art, I think. Let me show the other side. Let's do the other side too. Don't fall on the floor, baby. Please don't fall on the floor. Oh, look at this side too. Oh, yes. Ain't that pretty? Now you want to be careful when you're pulling this out of the stove, because it is so hot. But she's been sitting for 2 hours, and she looks crispy. So we're gonna go ahead, and this is the part that's so important too. You let it sit in the oven for 2 hours, and then you gotta let it rest. put slight tin foil over it, and you gotta let it rest for like another 20 minutes. So this is not an easy process, and I think I've lost all my kids, my family, because they're waiting so long to eat. But I told them, just eat cheese in a can. It's all you need. We'll be all right until it comes back. See ya. Alright, here we are. It's the unveiling of this massive, long time process. As you can tell, my little yellow button popped out, so I guess it must mean it's 120 degrees inside somewhere. So let's go ahead and cut her, see what happens. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Here it comes. Oh, mercy me, look at that. Oh, that is some party meat there. Woo-wee! Just juicy and succulent. It turned out just the way I wanted it. It's about, a little bit medium rare. Oh, look at that blood juices coming out. You see everybody else on TV, they use one of them knives, like they cut through it with a knife. I like my electric knife because it makes it so much easier just to get through it. And let me do another slice here. So that extra flavors. Oh, Martha, look at that. Oh, that is just succulent. Oh, mercy. Let me do one more slice. Look, see that? That's when you know it's done. This bad boy is done. All right. After a 3.5 hour long process, I just want to say Merry Christmas to everybody. 2020 has been a tough year, and it's been even tougher for me, but at least we got this prime rib to enjoy tonight, and let everybody have a good day. God bless everybody, and Happy New Year.